This is going to be Joel Embiid versus Karl Anthony Towns. It's going to be Maxey against Jalen Brunson. And I think it's going to be a dope matchup because Jalen Brunson is stronger than Maxey, but Maxey's a little bit quicker than Jalen Brown. But both of them have that hesitation pull up. They just have that game. My battery's about to finish up. But this is going to be an incredible series because it's going to be mano a mano. Now, in my opinion, the Knicks have better wing players. They got Mikal Bridges if he's going to show up, but he can defend. And you got OG Anunoby who can play as well. Joel Embiid is going to have his hands full because Mitchell Robinson is no slump of a backup. He's going to have to worry about Karl Anthony Towns, just the size there. I'm not saying that Karl Anthony Towns is actually a great defender, but being 7 foot helps just a little bit, okay? So Karl Anthony Towns can handle you on the perimeter to some extent, but Joel Embiid, for the most part, especially when he was playing against Boston, was down in the block a lot, and that's going to be Mitchell Robinson's place. So now, what Joel Embiid actually needs to do is be so dominant in that first quarter that he draws that double team. And now this is where you're going to kick it out to Edgecombe, Maxey, and Paul George. And that's another wing that I forgot to mention. Playoff P, I just don't trust Playoff P. I'm going to just keep it 1,000%. However, going up against Mikal Bridges, I think he can hold his own. But let's not forget, Mikal Bridges has been to the finals. OG Anunoby been to the finals. Paul George hasn't been. I think he's been to a conference finals with the Clippers when Kawhi wasn't there. And he's been to the conference finals. He's gone up against LeBron James. So he's been up to the conference finals. But these other guys have made it further, obviously, with a star player like Devin Booker and Kawhi Leonard when it comes to the Raptors, respectively. So there is a lot of playoff experience when it comes to this. I just think that the Knicks have a great opportunity to overwhelm Philadelphia. And then again, you're just stepping into every game not knowing what is going to happen with Joel Embiid and his health. It's crazy. Just hold on. Just hold on here. So we all can agree. Joel Embiid is a problem one way or another. He's a problem if he's off the floor because, my goodness, he's injured and we have no idea when he's coming back. And he's a problem when he's on the floor because that man is 7'2", probably over 300 pounds. So he's going to draw some attention. Now, this is where Karl Anthony Towns can't be committing stupid fouls, especially on the block, because this is what Joel is going to do. Yes, in the playoffs, they don't call fouls as much. But if Joel Embiid is going to be taking 60%, maybe even 75% of his shots in the block, Karl Anthony Towns is going to have some problems, especially if Mitchell Robinson is out here just hungry for blocks. They're going to have to be slick when it comes to that. The wings can play a little bit of help defense. I just wouldn't bank on that. The last thing you want is Paul George catching fire, Edgecombe catching fire, Maxey catching fire. Listen, Philadelphia can shoot free throws, man. These guys can shoot, man. And no team wants to get into foul trouble because Jalen Brunson is also a master at drawing fouls. But Karl Anthony Towns is just going to have to take it a step up. The inconsistency is something that we shouldn't be as nervous for in terms of comparing that to Joel Embiid's availability. But it's nerve-wracking. I don't know if Karl Anthony Towns is going to step onto the court and have 9 points or 29 points. I don't know if he's going to have 5 rebounds or 13 rebounds. Jalen Brunson, I know, is going to hoist up shots. There's going to be some games where he doesn't get the foul calls. You're just going to have to make shots, my boy. You're going to have to go up against Maxey because he's coming to play. And I'm sure Philadelphia is tired of just exiting the second round, man. It's about time that Philadelphia makes a conference finals. And I guess we can say the same thing for the Knicks. But I'd just like to see Joel Embiid go to a conference finals. The last time he was there, it was Ben Simmons. Man, it was Ben Simmons playing for the Philadelphia 76ers. And Kawhi hit that shot, and my goodness, was it a heartbreaker. Now, this is what I want to see from Joel Embiid. Less three-point shooting. Draw the double team in the post. Kick outs and trust your guards. From New York, Karl Anthony Towns, expose Joel. He's limping. He's hobbled. I don't think anyone watches this playoff series, this previous one with Philadelphia and Boston, and thinks Joel is at 100%. Karl Anthony Towns, if you do not take an opportunity here to show yourself and just cook Joel, I'm sorry. So let's not get it cooked. Joel Embiid is an MVP. But there was a good 3-4 year stretch where every year there'll be a survey to say, which player would you want to build around? And for the most part, Karl Anthony Towns was in that top 3. He was putting up numbers. Now, yes, he was in Minnesota, and this was before Ant-Man's time. But make no doubt about it, people weren't daydreaming. Karl Anthony Towns can play, and he can be an offensive weapon. And when it comes to moving around the perimeter, a little bit of the handle rather, and some explosiveness, you can give Joel Embiid a hard time. You need to do that. Karl Anthony Towns, you need to step on the court and say, you are hobbled. I will be damned if I'm going to be shown up by, quote unquote, a broken Embiid. You got to play. Brunson, we can't be shooting less than 30% from the three-point line. That's just not an option. You got guards who are just going to come at you. Edgecombe is not scared. Maxey is not scared. Paul George been there. Maybe he's a bit too lax, but man, you don't want Paul George as your assignment, and that's what's probably going to happen. If Mikhail's not cooking, if OG Anunoby is not cooking, they're going to put Paul George on Jalen Brunson. And it's going to be a hard-earned 25. And we're going to need more than 45% shooting from inside and 40% from the three-point line. I'm just going to keep it a stack. So it's going to be a great series. I'm picking Philly in 7. They win Game 7 in New York. I think New York is the highest seed. I'm going to have to see. But this is a great opportunity for each team to come and play their own game, not adjust to the other teams. Obviously, in terms of your own plays and adjustments and whatnot and switching out rotations, yes, that. But not playing to the level of the other teams. You just got to play at the best level that you can. When Philadelphia is at its peak, they can be scary. Now, I don't think that starting five is playing too much with each other. I don't know. I'm just going off the top of the dome. But New York has got some sort of stability, at least when it comes to their franchise players, Brunson and Towns. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. I'm picking the Philadelphia to win in 7 in New York. It's going to be heartbreaking, but then, NY stands for next year. So these guys will be fine, man. I'll see you in the next one.